You talked about the impact on everyday Americans. I wanted to ask you about that because the impact on farmers is a big concern I've heard voiced by many Republicans like Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina. I want to play for you what the senator has said and also what a local farmer in North Carolina is saying.
Anyone who says there may be a little bit of pain before we get things right need to talk about farmers who are one crop away from bankruptcy. They don't have time.
In western North Carolina alone, Helene caused over $2.5 billion of crop losses. These tariffs are pouring salt in a wound that is just now beginning to heal.
To that farmer, the president says what?
The president is standing up for American farmers. In fact, he was joined here at the White House yesterday by many of them. We have seen China, the Chinese Communist Party, buying up, gobbling up American farmland. The president is doing what's right for these farmers, and to our fellow Americans, we encourage them to buy American. And you look at the effectiveness of the tariffs by the investments that have poured into our country thus far. Even before the president made this announcement yesterday, he has secured trillions of dollars in investments right here in the United States of America, and he has the backs of our farmers, our workers, and our in companies as well who are choosing to invest in the United States.
Well, I mean, that woman is a farmer, and that woman says that this feels like salt in a wound that is only beginning to heal. She does not seem to want these tariffs at all. I mean, the president has acknowledged that Americans could feel some pain with these tariffs, with this announcement. How much pain is the president comfortable with Americans feeling, even on a temporary basis?
Well, again, to that a wonderful American farmer, the president has your back and he wants to protect you and your family-owned farm. That is the point of these tariffs. As far as
are you going to do anything to ease the pain?
Absolutely. We're working on that every single day. The American people and the naysayers need to look at the whole of government economic approach that this administration is taking. The president has already launched a massive deregulatory agenda, which we know has saved the American taxpayer millions of dollars. He is also unleashing the might of our American energy industry, which we know is the greatest driver of inflation. It's one of the many reasons we had an inflation crisis in the previous administration. The president is unleashing American energy to bring down the cost of living in this country. We also know, again, in the president's first term, while he effectively implemented tariffs, wages went up. The median wage in America went up by $6,500. And so it is the goal of this president to have higher wages, less inflation, and tax cuts. That's the second step of the Trump economic agenda. More money back into the pockets of hardworking American. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security. We're counting on Congress to get it done, and that's the next step of the Trump economic boom.
On taxes.